The VIP has arrived. Do you even know what you're about to get into? Your collection is worth a great amount, and I mean millions. I've never seen a collection like yours, and today I will appraise it, tell you exactly how much of your collection of legendary Pokemon are worth. May I see your authentication tokens? Thank you very much. Perfect. So, 2 fire tokens and 2 poison. Perfect. So, you are the correct person. Perfect, perfect. My name is Davis, and I will be serving you today. Yes, but you can call me the Appraiser, okay? And I am going to make you very, very rich, at least on paper. Let me put your authentication tokens in the correct place. Now, I have come prepared with a authentication token holder. So we'll do the fire and the poison. So congratulations, you are fully authenticated. Yes, it's very nice to meet you. I have heard so much about you, and I don't even want to ask, nor will I, how you managed to obtain such a collection. May I take a look? Perfect. Thank you very much. What do we have here? I see. I should have known you converted your Pokemon into card seals. Now that makes sense. When you're dealing with legendary and mythical Pokemon, you want to seal them away, and these card seals are very, very smart. Well, lucky for you, here we have a mystical mirror, and this mystical mirror will allow me to project your Pokemon, and that way we're able to see it, and without all the risk of having the legendary or mythical Pokemon, destroy the entire facility, right? And the mystical mirror has another magic secret, which you will find out shortly. So, let's see the first Pokemon, a Shaymin. Now, I'm going to be very delicate with these cards. I do not want to damage them. I know that if you damage these sealed cards, that it could even damage the Pokemon soul inside of them. So trust me, they're in good hands. I'm going to do the most luxurious appraisal for you today. Now, without further ado, let's see this Shaymin in action, shall we? The magic mirror is slowly warming up, and soon the Shaymin will project right before your eyes. Let me put this to the side here. We can actually put this to the side over here. And let's see this in action. So we are going to rub the card on the magic mirror, and it seems as if we have the magic mirror Master Ball. This magic mirror Master Ball is no ordinary Master Ball. It is the most luxurious and rare Master Ball in existence. Now, this magic mirror and this magic mirror Master Ball was made specifically for Davis, the legendary Pokemon Appraiser. And when it comes to a client like you who has obtained the majority of legendary Pokemon known to mankind, I am going to treat you very, very special. This is the latest technology after all. So we take the magic mirror, and that way we can summon Shaymin. There we go. Perfect. Now, Shaymin is a Pokemon that you can commonly find in the wildflower gardens. Yes, it is shy, but very rare. Not necessarily powerful by any means. However, it is quite rare. Have you ever been in a clover field and discovered a 4-leaf, maybe a 5-leaf, maybe even a 6, 7, or 8-leaf clover? Now, we're talking about a 100-leaf clover here in terms of rarity. Your Shaymin looks completely healthy and lively. It looks like you guys have a very powerful bond together. So, with that in mind and its rarity, I could estimate this Shaymin at auction going for 15 million Pokédollars. I know, it's quite interesting and insane to think that just one Pokemon in your many collection could be worth the entire salary of a Pokemon champion. Now, I realize that you have quite the legendary Pokemon collection. I won't ask you how you got them, but might I say, what happens in the appraiser office stays in the appraiser office. I will not be communicating with anybody about your secret collection. So let's get Shaymin back, and we will put Shaymin over here. Very nice and gentle. For the next Pokemon that you have brought to me, we have Regirock. Now, I have never seen a Regirock in person. Aren't these part of the ancient mythology of the ancient ruins? Again, I won't ask you where you acquired something as exclusive and rare as this Regirock. However, I will appraise it. So, as before, let's put the Regirock on the magic mirror and activate it by sliding the Regirock in a circular motion across the magic mirror. And without further ado, use the magic mirror master ball to make a hologram of your Regirock. Now, Regirock is a very powerful Pokemon, usually found in ancient hieroglyphics. It is quite the impressive Pokemon, may I say, and due to its ancient nature, I would estimate that this Pokemon be appraised at $18 million. Yes, $18 million. Just these two collections, Regirock and Shaymin, could buy you the entire city of Goldenrod. So, let me put back your Pokemon very, very, very gently. I promise I will not damage a single scratch, nick, or bend on any of your Pokemon today. We do cover you up to $10 billion of insurance. Yes. Now, your next Pokemon here seems to be a Darkrai. Now, this is an interesting Pokemon that we will see very, very, very shortly as we activate the magic mirror and use the essence of the magic master ball in order to summon Darkrai. Now you see, this Pokemon, as I'm sure you know, is illegal to own. Now, our appraisal is confidential. However, this is a very dangerous Pokemon. I hope you know that. This Pokemon is said to consume the nightmares of children and even adults, and even other Pokemon as well. Now, there has been rumors on Reddit and various other underground internet forums that say that Darkrai does exist, and obviously it does. You have one. It's right here. However, I urge you to keep this between you and I. If someone like Professor Clemens found out that you are in possession of this, and even someone like Giovanni, that would be 10 times worse. I guess you can say you will not be safe. However, no worries, no worries. You are safe right now. You have my full confidentiality, and I promise to keep this under wraps. Okay? So, be careful with this Pokemon, but I would say in auction. Now, this will never be eligible for auction, but in a black market auction where there's characters who have no good intentions, this Pokemon may go for upwards to $100 million, if not more. This is by far your most expensive Pokemon yet. Okay, let me put this back before one of my colleagues sees. Okay, well, I'll put this back now, but you are an impressive individual, might I say. I have never in my life seen somebody with such a high value collection. Yes, well, to your next Pokemon now. However, the previous client came in with a Magikarp, and when I told them that that Magikarp was worth a measly 50 Pokédollars, well, let's just say Officer Jenny had to get involved. Your next Pokemon here is an Entei. Now this is quite shocking, will I say, one of the legendary beasts. I thought this was just an ancient legend, but by now I have seen it all, haven't I? Maybe there's more to come. Wow, well, you are full of surprises, aren't you? So, I am going to simply take this and put it on the magic mirror. Rub the Entei on the magic mirror and transfer the aura waves to the magic mirror master ball. And there it is. The legendary, the mythical Entei. I cannot believe that we are seeing a live Entei. Now there are paintings. There are paintings across the Johto region, ancient lore about these beasts from a burning tower. And it ended up in your hands. Quite interesting indeed. Well, considering that this is a symbolic Pokemon to the Johto culture, I have to say that this could fetch upwards, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, of 75 million Pokédollars. My friend, I hope you understand that you are close to being a billionaire on paper, and it wouldn't surprise me if after we're done going through the rest of your collection, you actually are. Okay, well, let's send back your Entei. And gently place your Entei down. Well, let's see what else you have in this magical deck. may I say, just when I thought you couldn't surprise me any further, you have something like this. A Deoxys. 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 I couldn't comprehend how you obtained something as mythical as this. This is an alien, don't you know? Let me put it on the magic mirror. And grab the essence, the alien essence. I feel space and the cosmos calling to me. And there we can use the call to summon Deoxys. May I say, this is probably the most powerful Pokemon I have ever seen in my life. I just want you to know that we are friends, right? I will be giving you this appraisal complimentary. Again, I promise I will not tell anybody. This is a luxurious appraisal service, and we like to deal with the most high-tier clients that we can. Okay, well, this Deoxys is said to be from outer space. The legend has it that the comets fell on Earth, and if Deoxys comes into contact with these comets or asteroids or meteorites, or whatever you want to call them, he can change forms. With a literal alien on your hands, I wouldn't put this for auction. I would advise you to keep this one a secret, because the Pokemon government, Game Freak, may come to your home, and well, Game Freak will not be the only freak anymore, if you get what I'm saying. I recommend that you keep this one a secret, but if I were to appraise it, this one would not even have a value. If I had to give it a value, I would say this is definitely over $3 billion. 3 billion. Yes, you heard me correctly. 3 billion Pokédollars. Now, you would be the richest person on Earth. It is quite something. You are a real baller, aren't you? And then we can put Deoxys gently onto the pile over here. Now let's see what else is in this special pile here. Oh my, you never cease to surprise me even further, do you? A Jirachi. Now, I may just buy this off you myself. Is this how you acquired? Sorry, I do apologize. I did not mean to question where you obtained these. However, as I'm sure you're aware, this Jirachi can give you anything that you desire. Let's see it. Now, Jirachi, even though can summon any wish of your desire, if it likes you, can come with some troubling side effects. Jirachi is well documented to be known to exist. However, the thing about Jirachi is your wishes don't always come true like you hoped. Now you understand what I mean, don't you? Like a genie. This Jirachi has been captured before by the government. However, it escaped to be captured by Giovanni and then escaped again, only to be captured by Ash and again escaped. I guess it ended up with you. Now I would caution, Jirachi is an escape artist, a very talented one at that. So I would recommend that you keep it locked away in a secure and encrypted PC. You may want to visit the Porygon tech support for you to get set up with an account of an encrypted PC. Yes. What is the Porygon tech support? Well, I will give you a referral as well as an address. I'm sure that they will be expecting you very, very shortly. Let me go ahead and take back Jirachi. And let me go ahead and put your Jirachi on the pile. Not before I appraise it, however. Now, this Jirachi I do appraise at approximately 45 million Pokédollars. Yes, and that is if it were to go to auction today, based on previous data. Okay, so next we have a Mewtwo. How did you get this? Sorry, I know that I promised I wouldn't ask, but am I in danger? You stole this from Giovanni, didn't you? Look, your business is your business. I just don't want Giovanni coming back here because I owe him a lot of money. You didn't steal it. Okay, good. This is actually a clone of Giovanni's Mewtwo. How interesting. Okay, you had me worried for a moment there. Now, I'm going to put the Mewtwo on the magic mirror and summon its powerful aura. Well, may I just say, as I'm sure you are aware by now, that these holograms are not to scale, okay? The Mewtwo is going to be a little bit smaller, as I'm sure you saw with others as well. This is more of a presentation piece, but each hologram does have particles from the genetic DNA of the actual Pokemon that you sealed in these seal cards. So I assure you, this is 100% your Pokemon that you're seeing here. I know Mewtwo is one of the most powerful man-made Pokemon. As you obviously know, Giovanni is responsible for bringing this Pokemon to existence. And this Pokemon can even say human words if taught. So, with only 2 being in existence, and I know how much Giovanni has, well, gotten offered at the black markets for a Pokemon as rare as this, I have to say that I would approximate. Now this Pokemon will fetch you 250 million Pokédollars. Yes, it is quite the expensive. Yes. Quite the expensive monster, if I say so myself. So let's summon Mewtwo back, as I'm sure you know that the Mewtwo is a powerful Pokemon, but often cannot be trusted. For your next Pokemon, you have a legendary Ho-Oh, specifically Ethan's Ho-Oh. Now, I don't know who Ethan was, probably the OT or original trainer, if I'm guessing. Yeah. So you purchased this off of Ethan? Well, I'm going to appraise it, and then you tell me how much you purchased it for, and I'll tell you whether or not you have gotten a deal or scammed. Either way, a Pokemon like this is one of a kind. We're talking about, again, ancient legends of Johto here. You really cannot go wrong with a Pokemon like this, no matter the price. So, I will rub it on the magic mirror, and then use the magic mirror master ball, in order to summon. Yes, perfect. Now, this Ho-Oh is worth potentially $2 billion. Now, we're talking about one of the most popular and lore-heavy Pokemon. This is nothing short but a miracle that you have obtained such a Pokemon as this. $2 billion is the minimum I would pay for it. Are you saying that you got this Ho-Oh for a measly $1 Pokédollar? No, that doesn't seem right. Well, Ethan owed you a favor then. Interesting. I won't ask more. I will, however, retreat this Ho-Oh back into the Magic Mirror Master Ball and rest it in the pile very gently. And for your next Pokemon here, we have the Origin Form Palkia. The Origin Form Palkia is an extraordinary creature. It is responsible for a great aspect of our very existence. Let's see it in action, shall we? We're gonna gently rub it on the magic mirror again, causing no damage to the Pokemon whatsoever, being so gentle and careful. And then we'll take it, get our Master Ball, and summon it. The Origin Form Palkia is one of the most influential Pokemon to our very reality. You know that, right? Of course you do. You are in possession of it, after all. I would warn that with a Pokemon like this comes great responsibility. You do understand, don't you? Appraising a Pokemon like this, I would have to say there is no price. The price is existence itself. Yes, with this you can honestly rule the entire world. Yes, I mean, well, I wouldn't do that with it. I mean, you do not want to be locked up, do you? No, not in jail. I'm talking about a place worse than jail. Do you understand? You don't? Well, there is a place. Let me summon back your Origin Form Palkia. There is a place even further away from our universe that is like a jail, but for eternity. Do you understand? You don't? Well, I'm sure you will be around to witness it very soon. I'm going to put back your Origin Form Palkia. Yes, in the Multiverse of Sleep, you will explore many places that your mind can't even comprehend. Now, this isn't a foreshadow of you going to this jail. I'm not saying that you will do anything bad or you're a bad person for being in possession of these mythical creatures. However, I'm just saying, be cautious about what the multiverse can offer. The next Pokemon you have here is a Zapdos. Specifically a Team Rocket's Zapdos. Again, I guess I don't want to ask any questions, but I know you didn't steal the Mewtwo from Giovanni, so I'm guessing if you have a clone, then you are, well, a part of Team Rocket. Yes, this is fully confidential. Okay, I understand. Now, when I said I owed money to Giovanni, you will keep the confidentiality if I keep my part. I guess we have an agreement, don't we? Perfect. That we came to an understanding. Okay. So let's go ahead and rub the Zapdos on the magic mirror, magic mirror, magic mirror. And then that way we can use the magic mirror Master Ball again to summon the Zapdos. Now, Zapdos is one of the legendary birds. There is 3 of them, and this one is electric type. So, you want to wear non-conductive clothing and material. Make sure you don't have any items that can, well, shock you. But your Zapdos looks well trained, and it looks like that it is very friendly with you. So I wouldn't really worry about this. Yes, now Zapdos is known to exist. It's been around for thousands of years, and really, this Pokemon is one of one, so I would appraise it at approximately $125 million. Yes, that is a lot of dough. Quite shocking, may I say. Haha, jokes aside, you do have a quite powerful and rare Pokemon, which seems to be a common theme with somebody like you. So, let's go ahead and take this magic mirror and take the Zapdos off and gently place it in the pile. For your next Pokemon, we have a Team Rocket's Articuno. Now this is interesting. So you are in possession of Zapdos and Articuno. You must be a person of business. You have a lot of power, don't you? Of course, I mean, you did obtain the authentication tokens. These are extraordinarily rare, and I'm guessing you got them from somebody like Giovanni. Yes. So, let's go ahead and summon your Articuno hologram. I'm very excited to see this. So, with the power of the Magic Mirror Master Ball, we will summon Articuno. Perfect. Now, Articuno is the second legendary trio bird. It's commonly found in ice caves, deep in ice caves, where only the most daring and powerful trainers could come and explore that deep into the cave. One that is obviously not only powerful, experienced in cave exploring, but also extraordinarily wealthy. Well, I have to say, this is quite the impressive part of your collection that you have not only one but two of the legendary birds. I am going to estimate this at, again, $250 million. Now, if you were to bulk sell both the Articuno and the Zapdos, you are probably looking at close to $1 billion. Yeah, just finding one is rare enough, but having two in the same auction is unheard of. So, let's summon back your Articuno. Okay, and we're going to gently place your Articuno on the pile. And for your last Pokemon, we have, I'm guessing you especially requested that this one be shown last, so I'm guessing this is something truly special, isn't it? Oh my, you really are extraordinarily amazing. And I genuinely mean when I say that. This right here is, well, may I say, shocking. Or I guess you can say fiery, because you have Team Rocket's Moltres. How did you get all three of the legendary trio birds? You truly are something. I am thoroughly impressed. You probably have the majority of legendaries and mythicals in existence. Now, I know that there's probably a lot more to be discovered, but may I say, I am just speechless for words. You truly are extraordinarily special. So, let me go ahead and gently use the magic mirror to summon this Moltres. And there it is. This legendary bird is usually found in, well, the lore goes, a volcano. And you can't find it in a volcano in very rare circumstances. I am sure if I were to appraise this Pokemon, I would honestly, as a trio, again, this is probably a $250 million Pokemon at auction. However, as a trio, and now we're talking all three at auction, this would give someone extraordinary power that probably would fetch you upwards of $5 billion. Yes, $5 billion with a B. Now, I honestly recommend that you sell what you're comfortable with, but then again, I don't know your financials. I mean, someone with your resources to obtain these Pokemon here surely isn't struggling for money, so, but again, I know you wanted to get them appraised, and I appreciate that you trust my services. So let me send back your Moltres and gently place this here. So I'm going to pack up your Pokemon here very, very carefully. I know how fragile that these are, so I'm going to pack this up and put it to the side. Again, no payment from me necessary. You insist? No, by all means. By all means, I'm happy to do it. Okay, you're going to take care of me. You're going to speak to Giovanni. Yes, that's a payment method I could accept. Yes, you can get me off the hook. Well, I would very much appreciate that. Again, the name is Davis. Yes, it was a pleasure to serve you today. You're a little sleepy and you're probably going to go to sleep after this. Yeah, that's totally understandable. Now, I'm sure if you need anything on the way out, my staff will be happy to serve you. And again, you will be receiving a copy of all the appraisals that I offered you today straight to your hotel room within 24 hours. Perfect. Thank you so much for appraising with Davis, and I hope you have the best night of your entire